Hey y'all, it's Kelly Clarkson with Wayfair, where delivery and setup are as easy as a few taps on your phone. Picture this. You're relaxing in an old hammock, scrolling Wayfair's app when you spot it. A brand new patio set. Next thing you know, Wayfair delivers it right to your patio and sets it up. Oh, you need a new grill too? All right, Wayfair's got you covered. With Wayfair's room of choice delivery and fast expert setup on qualifying orders, life gets a little easier. Visit wayfair.com or the Wayfair app.
Wayfair, every style, every home.
Are there reasons other than making money to start a business? Stay tuned and find out.
Welcome. Okay, here's the question. Serious? How are we dark horses? You know, the ones everyone is betting against, the ones they don't expect to win, place, or even show on the track, and they'll even laugh on us when we talk about trying. How do we show the world our greatness and triumph? Come on. Well, that's the question, and this podcast will give you the answers. This is The Dark Horse Entrepreneur. My name is Tracy Brinkman.
And push it up.
What is up? What is up, my Dark Horse friends and family? Welcome back to your daily dose of making an impact learning. I'm your Dark Horse host, Tracy Brinkman, and you, well, that's infinitely more important. You are a driven entrepreneur or one in the making. Either way, you're here because you're ready to start or restart, kickstart, or just start leveling up with some great marketing, personal, or business tips and results in order to build that beautiful business of yours into the empire it absolutely deserves to be. And that's why I'm here hitting you with yet another daily success episode coming to you straight from the Dark Horse HQ as we dive deep into success with actionable advice, tips, and steps designed to help you level up your game, because as we already know, there are no shortcuts to success except for taking those little steps towards your goal every single day. Now, before we dive into today's tips, I want to make sure you keep getting all these daily success tips. And then if you're getting any value out of this podcast, even the smallest inkling, please go on down there, hit that subscribe button. While you're there, drop us a 5-star rating. Leave us some kind words in the reviews. These subscribes, ratings, and reviews tell the podcast platforms to lift us up a little bit in the rankings so that we can reach more driven entrepreneurs just like yourself. So again, if you're getting any value, please take a moment, show the love, and help spread the word. I appreciate you. You know, over the course of the time that this podcast has been on the air, I've interviewed, my gosh, almost 50 entrepreneurs, all at varying levels of success, certainly successful in their own right. And one thing I've seen over and over again is that, you know, while starting their business may have been a means of earning revenue, you know, making money, right? We all want to make it. Here's the thing. You can start a business and you can strive for that, and you can put in the blood, sweat, and tears to bring in those checks. But if that's the sole reason for your business is to make money, then what I think, here's what I found on all these interviews, is that if that's your sole reason, it's just to bring in some cash, then the first time you stumble, you bumble, you trip, you fall, you face plant, you're going to give up. You're going to stop, because there are easier ways to make money. You can go out there and get in a job, right? Just over broke. And so that's certainly a lot easier than grinding away at your entrepreneurial effort. However, what I've found, and I try to embody, if you tie a reason why you're starting behind the who that you are, now you're giving yourself that little oomph, that little extra to get you through those tough times and those challenges that you are going to. It's not a matter of if, right? It's not a matter of when. It's the fact that you are going to face those challenges and to be ready for them and to have that little extra oomph. You remember back when Zach Babcock was on, he chatted about how he's trying to drive down the high recidivism rate here in the United States. That is his extra oomph. You got Jabari this week, right? He's delivering this amazing product to a tribe of folks that so many of the populace tend to just look away from. And, you know, there's so many entrepreneurs out there that start a business not only to make money, but to have an impact on, to fill a void that they see in a marketplace. And you could call these entrepreneurs, what are we going to call them? Philanthropreneurs? I don't know. They're not philanthropists, but they're certainly filling a void, providing a service, and getting out there and doing extra things to have an impact on the world with their business. And that's what I want to chat about. Here, let's chat about 6 ways that you can have an impact on the world with your business. The first one, and this is the one I start with all my coaching clients as well, gain clarity. Look, here's the thing. There are 1,000,001 ways to make money. Online, offline, with a job or any other way. There's 1,000,001 ways, 1,000,001 businesses that you can start. But if you start too many projects at once, you're going to wear yourself thin and you're going to probably fail at all of it. But if you pick that one business that you know more than you feel is going to have an impact that will help you gain the clarity you need to have time for that business and for yourself. It's also going to give you that oomph, that purpose, that drive. Now, for the clarity thing, let's sit down, take some time, and when I say take some time, I mean like half a day. I mean, really take some time and write out these potential businesses. And from there, let's do a little research, right? Go ahead and check some things out and see if there's viable options to start your business, right? Or maybe your idea is already in a red ocean, it's in a saturated market. And then is your idea time tested, right? Or is it a fad? Fads come and go, trends come and go, and you could ride the wave for a little bit, but then you're going to have to do something else. So when you pick your business idea to work with, you want to make a commitment of at least 6 months to give yourself to grind through this hard time. And, go ahead and set that date. Say, all right, okay, 6 months from today is September 1st. I'm actually recording this on March 1st. So 6 months from now would be September 1st. And then on that exact day, stop. Take a look, analyze the business and the impact it's having, where you're at in that business project, and then decide, all right, am I grinding away at nothing or am I making some real progress? Because now as you're going through and taking on all those things, all those challenges you're going to take on, you're going to say, nope, I'm going to keep going because I set myself a date of September 1st. I got to keep going at least till then. Then I want to pause and look at it. Now, obviously, if something big happens, you'll want to pause. And obviously, within that is number 2, with understand your purpose, right? You're not going to be picking businesses that are outside the realm of what it is you want to do with your life and who you are as a person. Is it something you feel comfortable with? Well, if it's not, scratch. Just scratch that one off right now. Don't even go down that road, right? If it's something you can see yourself doing for a long time, is it something you can see yourself doing when the times get tough? They're going to get tough, right? See, here's the thing. If the plan for your business doesn't align with your purpose and doesn't align with who you are, the first foible, the first stumble, trip, you won't even need a faceplant in this case. The first stumble, bumble, or trip, you're going to be like, I'm done with this. So make sure it aligns with who you are and what your next one after that is. You'll want to focus on that tribe. Yeah, you hear me talk about this one all the time. All right, so we've picked an idea. We think it's cool. It aligns with who we are, but is there a market for it, right? Hey, like Zach said, maybe you're all about licking drywall. I'm not sure you can make a whole lot of money doing that. Long term, maybe you can, your video for licking drywall can go viral real fast and you can make a few dollars with AdSense or YouTube video ads, but what about after, right? Is it drywall replacement? Because drywall gets wet if you lick it, right? Anyway, you get what I'm saying. The key here is before you spend your precious resource of time and money, of course, you'll want to test to see if there's an audience out there to buy your. Then you can create a website, a podcast, and the product itself, and go blow all that money. And there are any number of ways to test the market, right? You could run some test ads. You don't have to spend thousands. You can spend $20, $30, $100 on some test ads to see if you can generate some interest. To see, market test things. They don't have to be perfect. Can you get a test version of the product out there? You can certainly within that 6-month time frame figure out, is there an audience, a large enough audience that where you could make 6 figures. You're probably not going to be making 6 figures within that 6, but you can find out within that 6 if there's enough interest, enough of a tribe out there where you could earn that 6 figure, inside that 6-month time frame. You can, right? Now, I think the next one here is all about aligning the impact you want to have with the income you want to have, right? Because here's, how many times have you heard the stories of all the amazing entrepreneurs that have these awesome ideas fail? It just happens, right? Too many entrepreneurs give up too soon or really kind of fail without really ever really trying their idea. And then there are the rest of us, those entrepreneurs who failed, right? But don't give up. And really, it's, as you've heard me say before, it's not failure, it's feedback. So each time you do something, you're going to get a result. You're going to get feedback. Is that feedback always going to be what you thought it was going to be? Certainly not. But what you do with that data, with that feedback, is going to determine the trajectory of you and your business. And what you may find out is in that feedback is that your idea was half right? You came up with this idea for widget A, and as you start doing your testing and your product research and your test ads, and you engage with the marketplace and you start finding that tribe, they're like, yeah, that's cool, but what we really want is widget A.5. And you're like, well, I didn't even know that. There you go. So then you can engage them a bit more and find out why, and then give them, widget A.5.1, which is an upgraded version that will align your impact or income. So you're impacting the world, and then you're earning a little income along the way. That's kind of cool, right? But within that, you're going to want to, here it is, number 5, stay focused on your mission. Here's the thing, ladies and gentlemen, not everything will work out the way you planned it to. It's kind of just said that, so I'm kind of repeating. When you start your business, you might find something, oh my God, this is never going to work. Here, let's just go in with the predetermined concept that not everything I try is going to work, right? Go in there and expecting to fail, expecting to get that feedback. But here's the thing, no matter how tough it gets, stay focused on that mission, that impact you want to have, what it is ultimately you're trying to achieve. Are you trying to get the recidivism rate to come down? Are you trying to build a fund for athletes out there that don't have the money to be athletes, to help those families? That's one of the things I want to try to do. Or you're trying to get, news into the minds of those that are hard of hearing or deaf, like Jabari. Stay focused on your mission. And because you aligned your mission with your business, which is aligned with your purpose, right? It's not just about making the money. The money is, an extra awesomeness. That's the icing on the cake. You understand your business is going to push you to your limits. Heck, it's going to probably push you a little bit past your limits. It's going to show you new limits. You're going to go further than ever before, because in return, you'll be able to achieve that mission and have that and make that impact on others, the world. Here's the last one. To do all that, my friends, you are going to have to be bold. No idea is too large. No idea is too small. There's no reason you can't load up and shoot for the moon. Let no one else tell you that your idea is stupid, silly, overdone, especially if it hasn't been done before. With Jabari and his partner Karen, right? No one had ever done what they were doing before. They were in uncharted territories. There was no one they could model. If you 100% believe in your heart that your idea can change the world and it's aligned with who you are, do not, and I repeat this, do not let anyone else bring you down. Be bold in your life. The bigger you think, the bigger the impact you have. And the more of an impact that you can have, the greater can be your net worth, right? It kind of loops all the way around. I think the key here is do not ever think that you cannot do something. Believe in yourself. Believe in your idea. And just about anything, heck, anything can be accomplished. Be bold, my friend. All right, my Dark Horse friends and family. Tomorrow we're going to chat about how to become a solopreneur and lead an independent. Now, I know you want to keep getting all these daily success tips like I mentioned earlier, right? If you're getting value, even one little nugget of value, go on down there, hit that subscribe button. While you're there, that's right, leave us a 5-star rating, drop us some kind words in the review. Heck, reach over to your friend's phone right over there. Yeah, that one right there. No, go ahead. It's okay. You have my permission. Take their phone, pull up the Apple or Spotify on their phone and subscribe them to the Dark Horse Entrepreneur. Yeah, these subscribes, ratings, reviews to the podcast platforms to lift us up a little bit in the rankings so that we can reach more driven entrepreneurs just like you and just like your friend over there, right? So if you're getting any value and you think they'll get value, take some time, show the love, and help spread the word. And yeah, Give them their phone back. Thanks. Now, and then, of course, come on over and join us in the Dark Horse Tribe Facebook group. Go to facebook.com. In that search bar up there, type Dark Horse Tribe. You should see us right there at the top. If for some reason you can't find us that way, you can go to your favorite web browser, type in darkhorseschooling.com/Dark Horse Tribe, all one word, and that should take you right there. Heck, just go on down into the show notes down below here in this episode. You'll see the link. Come on over, join us in the group, and let us hear about all the amazing things that you're doing. Heck, ask questions, right? And meet all the other driven entrepreneurs. All right, you get out there. You run your race. You get your results. And come let us hear about it. Let us celebrate with you in the Dark Horse Tribe Facebook group. Until tomorrow, think successfully and take action.
Thank you for listening to the Dark Horse Entrepreneur Podcast.
And you know this!
Thanks for tuning in.
Check us out at www.darkhorseschooling.com.
All right.
My name is Tracy Brinkman.